Hello, Miss Golden Girl here. Want to share something that I do around this time of the year since I started, I guess I should say when I went on Medicare. At age 65, my retirement plan booted me out of my insurance and they signed me up. The state of Michigan, they don't mess around, for Medicare. So I didn't have to do anything, and I praise God for that. But I thought at the time that I could just keep my insurance with the state of Michigan. I was happy with it. That was not the case. And let me tell you something else that happened before I get started here. Then about 3-4 years ago, they booted me out of the original Medicare. I wanted to keep that. I guess maybe don't like change. You know, it was working. It's not broke. Why fix it? But they enrolled us in a Medicare Advantage plan. So that's what I have now. So this is what I do. The booklet came in and on Friday, and I'm starting to read it, and I want to have it completely read by next week, so that October 1st, I could, start doing some research to see if I want to make any changes. But I don't think I really can make changes in October. They say January 1st through March 31st, 2023. I got some notes here. I want to make sure I cover. That's when I would make changes to the Advantage plan. I would have the opportunity to go back to original Medicare, which the state of Michigan does not allow me to do that. So I'm pretty much stuck with Medicare Advantage. But it's okay. It's all right. I'm all right with it and everything. All right. So now, things that I have learned about being on Medicare. Okay. I got two choices: original Medicare or Medicare Advantage. That's 1, 2. This is real important. Medicare doesn't cover medical care outside the U.S. So what I do now when I'm traveling, I purchase travel insurance. And I get this medical package on it. I have been purchasing travel insurance from Allianz. And I purchased this most of the time, one-time prime trip. But one year I bought an annual travel policy because I was taking a couple of trips in that year. So it was more cost effective to get the annual policy. But keep that in mind, that Medicare does not cover coverage outside of the U.S., the United States. All right. And as I mentioned before, October 1st, I will start comparing coverage with other options. So that's why I want to get this book read by the end of next week, definitely before September the 30th. So I'll be ready. Just shop around. They're going to call you. Oh my goodness. Oh, they call during open enrollment. All right, now the fifth thing I want to touch on, open enrollment, is October 15th through December the 7th, 2022 for this year. And coverage then will take effect January 1st 2023. The new coverage begins. Now, the coverage year is a calendar year, January 1st through December of each year. I mentioned that changes could be made to Medicare Advantage January 1st through March 31st, 2023. So if you want to go back to original Medicare or sign up for a different Medicare Advantage plan, you can do it during that time period. I don't have the option with my retirement plan to go back to original Medicare, but I'm okay with the Advantage, like I mentioned before. All right. Another thing I would like to mention. The question is, does Medicare cover car accident injuries? So I couldn't get comfortable with, what I was reading. I even contacted Medicare to see if they covered it. So it's sort of iffy. So what I did, I live in Georgia now. That's where I retired to. Georgia, I added the medical expense. It's so funny. I used to always say on the medical expense to try, because it's expensive, coordinate with my health insurance coverage on my job. Well, when I stopped working and didn't have that health insurance through the job, I couldn't say that anymore. So, but it was funny when I went on Medicare, in Georgia, I put that back on there. I put it back on. And I mentioned Georgia because each state is different. Michigan required you to have that, but Georgia doesn't. It's at your option. But since I have Medicare and I don't really know how they're going to handle car accidents, so I put this medical expense on my car insurance policy, and it will cover each person that's in the car, including me. Now, this is really something else now you got to think about. When I was doing all this research, it's not real good to be chauffeuring around a lot of senior citizens. I'm just going to say it. You need to beware that whoever rides in your car, if there's a car accident, they could come after you for some medical expenses. So just beware. So I know, who we're going to be riding with, because we are senior citizens drawing Medicare. So, but that's something to think about. You just can't be transporting everybody in your car without giving some consideration what will be the ramification if there's a car accident. So, all right then, that's it. This is the time of the year that I take time and look and read the booklet when it comes out, so I can stay knowledgeable of what's in there and what I need to do. So I suggest, if you read up on research up on Medicare and car accidents, I'm telling you, I still don't. I just pray to God that I never get in that situation, because there's some about that, Medicare might cover your benefits, but then if you got a claim and, you get a settlement from your car insurance company, they want reimbursement back for any expensive that they've paid out of pocket for you because of that accident. So I just pray to God that I don't have to ever have to deal with that, But just mention it so read up on Medicare and car accidents. I keep reading it. I don't have the best understanding. And then each state handles it differently too. So you got to read it for your state. It's not like it's a national across all states how Medicare handles car accidents, So check out what it is for your state that you live into. I feel like for Georgia, it's sort of, they say, oh, yes, they cover it. But, So I put that medical expense on my car insurance policy and I pay it. When you add that medical expense to your policy, it's more expensive, but it's worth it. It's worth it to me for the peace of mind. All right, Miss Golden Girl, sharing. You take care. As we embrace our golden years, there's a lot of things that we do differently than we did when we were younger. And so I just try to stay abreast of what's going on and stay on top of what I need to do. I'm still, I'd say, okay in doing things, but I keep notes. I got binders that I use annually to set up everything, so I know I can go right there and find my information. So take care. Bye-bye.